Hello, I'm Headshot Hero. Like a pin system where, like, if you have a favorite armor or weapon, you just have it at the top of your list. You have to keep looking everywhere until we have like a search system.
Yeah, that's cool. Pin, being able to pin your favorites. That's cool.
We got one more.
One more? Okay.
I'm HDO. I'll be real quick. I just want my paints, man.
Your paints?
I'm tired of being locked up in a physicalized can. Like, I'll be a Tressler or any other station in the galaxy, and I'm like, you know what color I want my gun to be right now? Not yellow. I want it to be green, but I gotta fly all the way back to Baggage or Obituaries to come get my.
So you want paints to be universal, no matter where we're
just apply it anywhere. Yeah, anywhere.
Okay. All right, cool.
Maybe a nano paint kit?
I'll pay for it. I've already paid for it once with money. So let me pay for it.
Awesome. Thank you. That's great. All right, give them a round of applause for the paint stuff. Okay. Next one up was data running. Data running. I'm curious about this. Who's got some ideas about data running? I'm not even completely sure what data running is going to be ultimately, but maybe you guys have some cool ideas about data running. All you MSR runners, come on, I saw MSRs throw up there. We got one here.
I'd like for us to be able to find the pin locations and sell those, right?
Oh, okay.
So I found a cool cave on the planet. I will sell it to you for some UEC.
Okay.
So you can get there.
All right. I like that. I like that. Okay. What else do we have for data running?
Not to promote Dune or anything, but just a system like they do is sinkholes where you can scan something, get more materials out of it, and then sell it to other people.
So a form of scanning information, getting information,
Write
and
it
selling
down
it,
on like a data pad or something, and then sell it onto a market.
and selling it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Great. We got one here in the front.
TNCG-Extra. I don't know what CIG's got exactly in mind, but when I think of data running, I think of someplace we have to go, some type of card we have to load data with out of the system, like we've done in some of the bunkers. And we take that back to the data running ship. We've got to load that into the ship. We've got to get it to the location. And most of those ships are designed to be fast, low key, but they could be intercepted. And for you to come and take that from me, that's fine, but you got to get on the ship, get that data back on the card and get it off, because the only other option is to load the ship up again. But I don't know, that's kind of the mechanic I'm thinking of when I think of data running.
I used to always wonder about the, when you look at the MSR, you've got the computers on the internal, but the MSR has those units on the outside of it, not the MSR, the Herald. And I've always been very curious about that. Those are detachable, you sell them, whatever, hard to say. But I'm very curious. I think that's a cool idea for data running. Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Tom. My idea for data running, one of them would be just several missions where, UE ship out somewhere has got some intel and they need it back somewhere else ASAP, and they contact you and there's a mission. And, with blockades and everything else that you've got to run to get it back.
Something like you actually get a mission or an assignment, meet up with, rendezvous with someone, get the data from that ship, and then you take it, deliver it someplace else.
Exactly.
That'd be very cool. I remember, to your point, I don't know if you remember years ago, one of the CitizenCons, it was 2019, I can't remember, but they did that example in Microtech where the person snuck into the person and stole the data from there. That's a cool idea. That'd be really cool, especially for a mission thing. And it would be interesting to see that happen in relation to reputation, right? If you're with UEE, if you're a citizen, certain missions you can take. We'll see what happens. Okay. Any other on data running? We got
that over here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where you at, buddy?
Sky Gardens, my name. My idea is a lot related to exploration. So over time, as you scan stuff,
Yeah.
you collect the data, but because stuff changes over time in game, it would decay. So that would give you the incentive not to be out there all the time and amass this giant amount of data, but to regularly go back to civilizations and sell it. It can be anything from asteroid locations with valuable minerals to a herd of certain animals or a location of a battle card. Depending on what it was, it could decay at a certain rate.
Wow. Let me ask you a question. I want to buy some data from you. How do I know it's legit? Any ideas?
It all comes down to reputation.
Reputation?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good. Thank you. I think we got one back there.
Yeah. Okay. Any love for command and control?
Yeah?
Yeah, Hornet Tracker, right? We're supposed to be able to share data with your whole fleet,
Right.
right? Being able to pin targets for the rest of your fleet. Their Terrapin, right? We're supposed to be able to use these ships to do something. I want to be able to really enhance group gameplay by sharing data and target locks between ships.
So do you want to like see, you want to basically see that globe become active on the command ships, right?
Yeah.
That information's being transferred.
Command and control.
All right.
Where's the Idris, right? Carrick.
Okay, awesome. All right, we're gonna
Going
take a couple
under.
more. Yep.
Hey, I'm 707. So to me, I think data also kind of goes hand in hand with hacking. So maybe you find a data pad somewhere that has access to some sort of locked off location or whatever else. Storing it on your inventory or in an unsecured ship might leave you open to hacking versus an MSR where you could sort of store it in a really sort of secure way. And that would kind of lend value to having a data running specific ship rather than just walking around with a data pad.
I like that. Cool idea. How many of you guys are looking forward to the, what's the hacking ship? Legionnaire. Because I think like a ship like that would be kind of cool. To introduce something like what you're talking about too. Would be nice. What else we got? Over here?
All right, call signs Tulane. I just want to add to the concept of using the Mercury Star Runner and the Herald, since they've got such extra computer banks and all that, have a chain of missions where you have to go run, get the raw data, bring it to the ship crunches it, and that ends up giving you a unique location, an instance location for loot or a mission or a key card that'll open up a door that nobody else can get into until they do the same thing. So that's what ships with big banks.
Taking that a step further, when you say crunching data, it could be that computers are working really, really hard on your ship to keep that data whole, volatile memory, and they're going to start to overheat over time, so you got to get rid of that data, put it in an actual server and station somewhere as well.
That'd be cool. We got next?
Stefan's, and I was actually going to add to what he was saying, is that tying engineering into it and that matters on the quality of your coolers, so you can keep your servers, cool, especially if they're fighting off viruses that are trying to melt down their own data once you pick them up.
Okay, nice. I like that. Got one back there, right behind you. It's gonna be the last one. We'll take it and move on to the next one after this.
X-ray is the name. So on that data running thing, and as your data becomes more valuable, like pinpointing a location, give the pilot something to do, send a ping out on where your ship is, people start merging on you, and then that'll also get the orgs involved with protecting that data and keep moving it like that. Or if you're just really fast, just well at a dodge, but
Very cool. I like that. Thank you. All right, very good. Let's hop on to that next one there. Ooh, crafting. That's super broad. We got a hand came up right away. Come up front here. We got one right over here, Nick. Crafting.
Hi, my name is Simeon, and I'm an alcoholic. Oh wait, sorry, wrong crowd. No, you don't have to clap for that. So something Sean said in his interview that I really appreciated when they were talking about engines. He said they will look at another engine like Unreal and say, hey, what are the positives from this that we can take and implement in Star Citizen? So I'm gonna make a statement in that respect, going a little ways back that I think this crowd will get. But one of the best crafting systems in any MMO ever was Star Wars Galaxy. Okay, that's the BG. We're going way back. But what made it so amazing was number one, it was player driven, right? You could have a player store, you could sell weapons, armor. And number two, the materials were unique and diverse. So if I went out and hunted a crate dragon and extracted its pearl and put it into this blaster as a unique material, boom, your damage was boosted by 10 or 15. And all of a sudden, this was a unique pistol that I could sell, and people would come from all over the galaxy to my shop to buy it. And then, like Brother Man said over here, I had a reputation as a good weapons seller. So I would love to see something like that in Star Citizen because they already have the basics there in the ship component system. Imagine hunting down these materials throughout, creating a jump drive that only you created and can go farther than anyone else, and you can charge credits for it. I think it'd be a huge compliment to the game.
To your point, thank you. I know that Chris was a fan of Star Wars Galaxies and a lot of other people at CIG. And one of the things that I've always missed is that, and some people don't know, and I hear people say this all the time, nobody's going to want to do that. You played SWG, right? There were people who did nothing but make clothing.
That was it.
They didn't fly, they didn't shoot, that's all they did, and we relied on them. There were people who went to cantinas and danced all day, and played music all day, or cooked, or doctors. And these were people that never left, and that's how they made their money. So to your point, I've always wished that, and I hope that eventually, this game creates that, because there are people out there who are not about running and gunning, but they'll live in that world and supply you with all the stuff you need. So hopefully that will happen. Thank you for sharing that.
We got one over here.
Hello there.
Yes. Okay, back there. Yes.
I'm Iconia. If you consider Stanton and their use of credits as data, why couldn't I intercept it as it goes to Pyro if Pyro is still using digital currency?
That's interesting. Elaborate more.
So Pyro hates UEC or the UEE. Wouldn't they use more like a physical-based currency?
That's a good question, because since they've introduced things like Script, and maybe CIG, I don't know if Sean or anybody knows, because you don't have to go that far. The People's Republic of Levski, right? They're like non-UE. Are they going to be using UE currency, or will they have something else they'll be using? Or will it be resources that they'll use for money and transactions? There's a lot of questions like that. Anybody here with the Lord, anything? Paul, where you at? Where are you, Paul? Paul, talk up. He's right there. He's got a mic right there by you.
What's the question?
When it comes to currency,
Yes.
there are some folks that are outside of the UEE.
Yes.
What will they be doing as far as will we have to translate money, like those those ATMs will be translated into their currency? How will we deal with them if they don't want to have anything to do with the UEE? Because people, unless they're not using UEE currency, are they?
They probably are. CIG did introduce the idea of script recently.
Right.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it was hard currency for certain groups, like the People's Alliance of Lesbian or other groups outside the UEE. You also got to remember that the UEC is like a universal currency, even like the band people like using it. So even if you don't like the rebel groups today, may not like the local government, United States, still use.
So Xenocrat's going to pay me with UEE money.
If they can get you to do work for them, yeah, because you need that money when you're not working for them. So
Okay.
money's money.
They started to touch on that with the last thing where they were talking about how you could buy things.
Where are you at?
I'm over here.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, it was covered. That
Okay.
UEC is not the final end-all currency.
Right.
Right? We have multiple different types.
Yep.
We got a submission here.
Sure.
I'm Dresden, and I would love to see a system where you can specialize in like mass production versus unique items. So it's like, oh, me and my Drake boys are going to go out and need a bunch of shotguns. So I'm going to throw out a bunch, and they're like 10% less durable than the normal shotgun, but I make 6 at a time. Versus like, oh, we're going on a fishing expedition. I want that really good fishing total. So I can only make one, it takes twice as long, but then it's the best fishing total for space fish. So that's what I'm saying.
Awesome. Okay. That's great. Cool idea. I like that. Is that it? Okay. Let's take our next category. One more.
We got one over here.
We got one more.
I'm Perf Stephanie. I thought that maybe if there was a way to upload textures, like if you got the template for clothing or the ships, somebody that has those art, like I did, you can make skins for the ships and for the clothes. If you had to get skins, you could always register, paints. You could always register to however for it to get registered.
So you're able to upload textures to make them custom, so you could customize things? Is that what I heard?
Exactly. I did it in the second line, so you could upload the whatever texture, what you want to use for clothes or armor or ships.
Yeah.
And then you can buy it, or you can also sell it to the other players in the game.
Yeah. When I remember, I was mentioning, this is a great suggestion. When I was talking about SWG earlier, I had an org of like 200 people. I would actually go to some dude's like clothing place and say, I need 200 uniforms. He had mannequins around the whole place. With different ones. You could say, I want my top green, my pants this, and this, that, and the other, and you order them, and then your whole freaking order will come out sharp.
We need more girl clothes.
Yes. Oh, say that loudly, please.
We need more feminine
We need more women's clothes.
There are girls' clothes, so we need some clothes that we can wear, including the hats, because all I got is a beanie right now, not the cool hats.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we do need more.
Good for a top hat. It'll come. I was about to get the top hat.
I think we got everybody, right? So we got to move on. Next one up. Ooh, medical. Doctors, there's a doctor in the house. Who's the medical?
You got one guy
Right there.
How's it going? My name is Mike Spector, and for medical, man, I can talk for hours on this one, but the big thing would be different types of injuries. So burns, plasma injuries, damages to your armor and undersuits. So if you get a puncture in your undersuit, you can't use it in 0G anymore. You have to get it sealed up in like a biogel or something. Sickness, illnesses, viruses, you know, with radiation, you can get like a cancer type thing if you get too much radiation in your body.
So basically more ways to die.
More ways to die, or more ways for quantum jump medical to heal you.
And I think those ideas are great. I mean, we've got the radiation being introduced. Some of you guys who might be Evocati earlier got a chance when you went into Pyro, when we had the emissions that took place off the site. People really were talking about the impact of that, right? And those of you who've done the ASD missions, you're getting the radiation now. But CIG has talked about as ideas was even the one you mentioned about the flight suit, things wearing down or being repaired. So I think you're on the right track with a lot of that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, how much time do we have? Who likes medical in the game right now?
Me?
All right. Who likes rescue beacons? Who goes to rescue beacons?
Criminals?
So we have a lot of misconceptions about beacons, and now we don't have any except the rescue beacon, and those are kind of crap right now. But player-driven gameplay is some of the most fun I've had in this game. And I know the medical system isn't fleshed out, injuries as he mentioned, but I'm AK625, and I want my rescue beacons to be the way they were before. I want my on-screen notification. I don't want people to just reach for backspace. Send them out, because that engagement is what is going to drive this game long after anything that CIG makes. No offense, guys. But the player-driven gameplay is where it's at. And I don't know what it's going to look like in the future, but the simple little mechanic that's been there since 3.15. And some of us, like myself, you've got tons of orgs. I've done thousands of these. And they're fun. And the people on the receiving end like it too, when they don't have to wait 20 minutes. So, you know, we do need to do something with that social system and the stuff they introduced at SitCon last year. But just bring my beacons back. That's all I want. Thank you.
That's great. And for those of you who didn't, you know, I always hear people talk about using beacons. They're scared. Like, oh, somebody said they're going to kill you. I've done beacons a lot. Like, ask for people to rescue me. I've only had one time where somebody popped me. I had people back in the day. I had people disarm me and bring me up, and then I'd give me my stuff and they'd leave. But I didn't have a lot of people that just came out there just to kill me. So I love that gameplay.
The misconception.
It's great. We had one more, right? Or two more. Yeah. Who's next? Nowhere? Yes.
I'm going to start answering those beacon calls a little more.
Do it. Women in the game on a med bed, make it work.
Oh, with the women's avatar doesn't work on the med bed?
No, I can see from my waist down, and the scanner is up here. I can't click treatment.
Oh yeah, you're right. Is that what it is?
Yeah. So
the reason why I said that is because I like alternate between a male and female character, and whenever I'm doing a female character, I'm like, why is it I can't hit the button? I didn't understand what it was.
So he has to squat down next to the med bed, use his mouse from his computer to click the damn button.
Right. Wow. Okay, didn't know that.
Doesn't always work.
Didn't work. Boy, oh boy.
There's some joke in there about women in technology, I'm sure.
Maybe that's what it is. Alright. Let me tell you something, guys. We gotta give the women some love. Some people used to ask me, Griff, why do you play as a woman in the game? I said, because I'm tired of looking at dudes all the time. So that's why I put a female character in there.
Right. If you're gonna look at a butt all day.
Yeah, there you go, right?
Don't play in a Russian
There's
group.
some players who.
Don't
My
murder
thing
you.
is, I'd like to see some more depth in the medical gameplay. Like, if anybody's familiar with Tarkov, splints, right? Like, ways to provide temporary relief for people who have problems. If you have a tier 2 or tier 3 issue in the field, rather than a magic gun that hits people with a green beam and things happen, let me take the time to apply a splint, make that physicalized, and like add that depth. Like I want to be a doctor doctoring, not ray gunning people.
There are plenty of people that enjoy the combat medic role, and they don't get to do that. And again,
Exactly.
people forget there are people who will do that. They'll be happy to do that. They may not do the other stuff, but they're there to, when you tell somebody down, they're ready to jump in and go help them out.
And it's more immersion and more realistic
Absolutely.
to have, you know, those pieces of gear that we recognize and understand.
I got jacked up so bad one time that when I had to crawl from the Pisces to the elevator through the to get to the clinic. I literally had to crawl the whole distance. So I know I wish I had a splint. That's all I can say. Okay, but thank you. That's good stuff.
Nice.
We got one right in the front here.
All right.
Knives again. I just really want to see a little more gore in it. Like I want to see someone
more gore.
Yeah. I mean, if someone gets an arm broken, I want to see a bone sticking out. And then you can go on his. You can go and set it and change it. You know, if you got a bullet hole, you have to remove the armor from the person to find the bullet hole and that kind of stuff. But I would love to see a little bit more gore in an adult kind of game like this. You know, you can turn it off.
Let me ask you a question. Anybody from CIG? I don't know if Sean or anybody can answer this question. I know that there's a balance in how much you're able to show in a game. Is that something that will come later, or is it kind of like where we are right now is probably the deepest it would go? Sean, are you around?
You had to go to the bathroom real quick.
You what?
Not CIG, but there's a limit to how much blood and gore you can do, especially when you go international for other countries.
Right.
So that, I mean, I can understand them wanting it as an option, but then you also have to deal with the rating system and all that stuff. So
yeah, let's change the dynamics. Let's get one more in, and then we're gonna go to the next category. We got
entertainment for one of your patients come on in while he's holding out one of his arms with his other hand.
Hi, D-Train here. I would like to see like a dual spawn in like the near term. So like essentially like you have a Ursa medevac, right, and it gets blown up. You end up back to your home locations, like if you're in the middle of a dog or something like that. You know, you can end up back to Cairo when you might be in standing. So maybe the option to maybe set a second location besides just your home location. Be very good.
a dual spawn. So you set one that's remote where you are, and then maybe one that's within the system. So you don't jump 2-3 systems back. You guys like that idea?
Yeah. I have a question for the crowd as well. We have the radioactive worm, right? And we know radiation is a killer. So what if when you're dying from fighting that worm, and you have all this radiation poisoning, even though you're back to full health, maybe after a day you need a second or third radiation treatment as well.
I would love to see the radiation is definitely something that makes you have to go to the hospital. You have to go at some point. Let's go into our next category. In your end here. Ooh, gotta get to 4. Okay, I'm gonna fudge my time a little. Let's get to engineering real quick.
All right, I got one.
You got one?
Oh, it was me.
Oh, for you? All right, good.
Engineering. I'm really excited about this. I really hope, since this is an MMO and we have different classes, and when people get in turrets, they're DPS, and you have ship pilots being tanked, when it comes to engineering, I really hope find a way to hit like a traditional bard or cleric play style where your responsibility is to like buff or power various systems within the ship and then have to route the power through the various nodes. I think if you can hit that off so people aren't just sitting at a screen clicking buttons but actually involved, ooh, it'll be really cool.
I'm gonna throw this out to you Idris owners in here. You all already thinking about your engineering plans? You better be. You better be. I mean, really, you really need to be thinking about that. There are 15 fuse areas on that ship, if I'm remembering correctly. And your people have got, you're gonna change or fix shield number 6. What is somebody gonna say to you? Where is it? And start thinking about it. What else we got for engineering? I know there's somebody here with engineering. Nobody really. We got one? Okay, we got one. We got 2.
This is not about ship engineering. I'm thinking more once we get to like base building and stuff.
Well, base building's at the top.
But this is about engineering.
It's about engineering? Okay.
Yeah. So when it comes to structures, there's a lot of different use cases for them. And the systems that would need to be inside those buildings would kind of be case specific. I want to be able to go offer services that allow me to design engineered, like, let's say, life safety systems for the specific use case, because sometimes you're not going to want to vent atmosphere depending on what's going on inside the structure. So that's kind of something I want to see.
Would you want to see engineering, because like we talked about it on ships, but what about at base locations, right? Where, you know, people put in solar panels, they've done all this work. Do you want that type of maintenance to be done by somebody who would have to do engineering there too?
I think so. However, I just want to do engineering, so.
Cool. Okay, awesome. Thanks. One more.
Shadow Spectre 11. And the one thing that a lot of people are kind of freaked out about engineering is fire.
Fire.
And then it'd be so overwhelming. The first thing you get in is check your ship, of course. But they don't want it to be so overwhelming that every time you get in it and start doing stuff, that it starts crapping out on you.
Right.
You know, this thing, you're going to need spares of everything. And especially fuses, because I got caught in interest, clipped into the ship, pulled the fuse by accident. I left the ship that was going out for a battle, and the team that was on the ship were flipping and flopping around, bouncing off of stuff because of a glitch.
Right.
So it's something that you're really going to have to look into.
So would you guys want to see something like at the engineering station, like a health monitor that tells you the health of all the components on your ship?
That would be awesome.
Something like that?
Yeah.
And that way you can just kind of visually see it. If you need something needs to be fixed, you do it before you leave. If everything's at 90% or whatever, you say, I'm out of here.
Right. But you're going to have accidents, and that's exactly what happened. And they were bouncing off of asteroids while I'm flying and fighting, and I come back. We've got no power. They found it, they took another fuse from another spot, put it in, and was able to keep going. But you see what happens? Yep. You don't have the spares, you're in trouble.
Gotcha. All right, thank you. All right. Let's hit this last one. See what we got left. I think I might have to jump to number one. You guys want me to go a little longer, or you want me to jump to number one? Jump. All right, let's go to base building. I know it's very popular. Everybody's excited about it. Let's talk about it. What do we got?
Hang on, let me get a share.
Yeah. Black Hawk Red. I was more thinking like most of the huge fun I had in this game was like with orgs and crucible or with base building gives you an opportunity to be like, oh, we have new people coming into the game. Here, come check out our installation. Go from our org, our company having like a tactile, like, representation of what we built. Right. It's a community-run game. So you can come there, you can leave your ship there, you can have a continuation if you want, or you know, like this is always like home. So if you want to have it like on a base or maybe like an asteroid part to crack and next to it, you set up in some area that you can set up yourself, you know, the continuation, like, but you know, like a trophy to your accomplishment, because it's all going to be player run and then continuation.
Nice.
It's nice up here.
Yeah, right.
Thank you for that. Let's get a couple more in because we're going to get to our last session. Get you guys out for lunch a little
Griff,
bit.
to your right.
All right, thank you. Yes, I like that hat.
Hey, thank you very much. I'm Crinkle. One thing I would love to see for XL buildings are like massive skyscrapers that could tie into touring rep, because you could have like a luxury resort that looks over the ocean and maybe do some shady deals in the penthouse or something.
So you're still looking at that 890 jump mission where they pull up with the nice tower and everything like that?
Yeah, an expanded version of that goes to Seaside Resort, and then some, whatever else is out there.
I like this guy. I like that. I'm an origin guy, so I like
space
that.
pen.
All right, who else do we have? Yes.
Real quick, so for the more kind of solo/small group minded, it would be great if like you find a spot to build a really small kind of private base. If there was an incorporation of the landscape that added actual buffs to like secrecy, whether it's like, oh, you're in a cave or something that's actually preventing scanning your base, stuff like that, not just like visual obstruction.
So maybe something like, not to be funny, but like even if you build a density of a forest, that gives you a better advantage of not being detected, or a cave, better chance of not being detected?
Yeah, just something, it could be simple, like just something that prevents being scanned from a certain distance.
Geographic interference or something.
Nice.
Over here in your left.
Yes, sir.
I think this is the primary thing they have to be able to do with base building. You have to be able to separate design from implementation, because a lot of these base building is going to be done by orgs, large groups of people, and so you have to have a person or committee that is going to, in a coherent way, set out what the base is going to be, and then everybody can add to it, because without that, some junior member of the org is going to be basically griefing the rest of the org by leaving junk in the wrong place. Even if your org wants to not build a penis on the ground, your most junior guy that wants to goof around on a Saturday will. And so you'll have, a base of thousands of stupid things.
Right.
So you have to separate design from implementation. Have one person or committee do the design, the rest of the org can then work on implementing it.
That's a great
And that means you can even bring in a guest designer. Throw a bunch of money at morphologists if you wish.
That's a great suggestion. We're going to take 2 more, 3 more, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Introduce yourself.
4 more.
Yeah, Red Monster SC. I want base building because I want to put the logistics that work for my gameplay. I want to have a refinery, I want to have a shop that's stocked with the gear that I know I need, so that my org can go out and be efficient, so that we can set up shop and take orders from other people, and use that as a base of operations, as well as a supply network, having other satellite locations to collect materials and then have them shuttle back and forth. Getting the logistics and the infrastructure that a large-scale org can then go and help with the community.
Nice. Awesome. We have anyone on the side? Thank you. Guys, I only got to take 3 more. Let me tell you what's up. We really want to get you guys out early for lunch, because you only have an hour and it's not enough for 250 people. So I'm gonna have to cut some of the questions, just so you know. So we really want to get you guys out, and we still have to do one more thing before we go to lunch. Go ahead, Nick.
Hi, Director Gunner. I see myself doing mostly base building or the building of the game, depending on how the system turns out. For example, Fallout 4, like on the island, I built a prison and robots fighting, and that's where I see myself. The thing that I've seen in the presentations, which I would like, would be more fundamental building instead of having these predetermined blocks or cubes. Like, put a concrete wall here, and make it 5 stories higher, whatever I want to do, different rooms. So that way it's more in the design that this gentleman was talking
So
about.
eventually you want to move from a prehab to give you a little bit more customization,
A little bit more freedom.
more uniqueness in time.
Yeah, so for example, it can tie into other things like if someone wants to have a clinic for the medical, they can build themselves a custom clinic, or just sky's the limit.
Yeah, it's cool. Let's take one more on this side.
Stefan, and real quick, the big thing I want to see is that being able to use ships as bases, as being able to buy a ship and say you drop your reclaimer on the ground, it can't get out of orbit at all, turn it into a base and attack multiple ships together and make a Drake, base.
The jalopy base.
Jalopy base.
I think we have a toy coming up, right?
Yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. Great ideas. Great ideas. I'm going to ask that Daniel Raymond come up on stage with me. You all welcome Daniel from Race Guide. You know the voice. And Daniel is going to, you can take this from me. Thank you. Here we go.
Mic check. Subwoofer check. Go!
Get your intro.
Hello, I'm Daniel Raymond, the voice behind Ray's Guide. And we're going to do something fun here. We're going to have you have 3 teams of people, and you're going to design a mission for Star Citizen. Now, this was supposed to be a volunteer thing that you would, if you wanted, you could put your name in the bag here. And I'm told they now have put everyone's ticket in the bag. So, if you would rather die than to come up here on stage, and I pick your ticket, just wave me off. But wave me off so I don't pick another ticket. But if you, like before you wave me off, we're picking 3 teams. The third place team, I'm not going to tell what the first place team is, the third place team gets an Intrepid starter package. So that's your complete downside. That's the worst you can do. But still, if you'd rather die, just wave me off. So we're going to pick 3, and you need to come up on stage if you want to come do this. The first is 184-775. Okay. 184-856. Again, if you don't want to wave me off. He's in? Okay. And the last one is 184-913. Okay, so that will be, we have a third person, or they're waving me off. Coming? All right. Rivals. We'll punish them by throwing. Check. We'll use 3 people on the first team. We're going to actually give each one of these a mission giver that's going to be giving their team, and we'll eventually know them as their mission team and their starting point. All right, starting for our other second team, 184-824.
824.
824. Yes or no? 824. No one knows 824. Okay, so 822. 822. 184-822. Do we have someone? Nope, they're not. All right. You're scaring them off. You're looking too threatening. 184-854. 854?
854.
Wave off, okay. 154-804. Okay.
The odds are ever increasing.
184-922.
It's real easy. We hope that this will be a lot of fun.
I will help guide you.
Yeah. Oh, well. Nice. Come up there, we'll get you some more people on your team.
184-885. 885.
You mean 892?
Wave off, okay. First prize is good, but it's not a cracker. Okay, 184-861. Okay, so we have our second team. All right. So you guys in the middle.
One more.
He's gonna be okay. $184,755. 184,755. Is someone moving or are they leaving?
Yeah, right here. Got one? Yes, right here.
All right.
Second team is complete. One more.
Really? No.
Yep.
Is Bob up there? Okay. All right, so now our third team. 184, 877. 877.
More girls up there. They're great of us.
184, 847.
There it is.
184, 900.
Right here.
So we got three in the first person there. Yeah, just 184, 848.
Well, that's also him.
That's him. Your brother.
You get to play two people.
Girl says no. Says no.
One more.
Jacob!
184, 837. 837. Okay, do we have our card?
I got one girl.
Okay. Nope. Oh, he's got the elements. Okay, pick a card, any card.
You guys got your coins with you? You guys got your coins? No. Take them out.
Lowest coin number.
Lowest coin number between these groups.
Yep. Bring out your coins. Lowest number decides who gets to pick first.
One what? 100. Anybody got less than 100?
069 or?
Anybody less than 100?
He's got 069.
69.
You got 69?
All right.
Giggity, giggity.
So if that's the lowest number, you get to pick a card first.
There you go, pick a card. Any card.
Mr. Cards.
That's your team. All right, who's got the next lowest number between these two groups? 100 here was their lowest number.
Anything?
Okay, so they're next.
All right, pick a card.
And
And then the last card goes to the other group.
And the last card goes this way. All right. Open up your card. Tell us what you got. All right. Microtech, and who's your mission giver? Wicklow. So their mission giver is Wicklow. They'll be starting in Microtech. Where they go from there is whatever you decide. And what's your card? Team Hurston. And their mission giver is Constantine Hurston. Again, that's where they start. Where they go, that's part of what they're going to be thinking about. And they are Team R-Corp, and their mission giver is Twitch Potato. All right. Now, I thought about this, and I realized they can get hung up. So when they can, each of them are going to make 2 snap decisions. And as soon as they make their snap decisions, I'll give them their presentation materials, and they'll go to one of the tables and back and start working on their mission. The first snap decision they've got to come up with is their mission PvE? PvE with a little chance of PvP? PvE with a big chance of PvP? All PvP? Or no conflict at all? The second snap decision they have to come up with is what is their target audience? What's their target user? Is it an absolute beginner with a starter ship? Is it a solo mission with something besides or beyond the starter ship? Is it a small multi-cruise ship? A big multi-cruise ship? Or a capital ship? So those are their 2 snap decisions. Think about it. As soon as you're ready, give me your answer. Stick your hand up. We get to see their decision-making dynamic here. Who's going to be the leader? How do they react? Okay, so what are your two snap decisions? PvE with a little bit of PvP, and what's your target audience? Medium ships. All right. Go ahead, get your presentation materials, and go and pick a table in the back and get started. Okay, anyone else have their decisions? Your snap decisions. What is the kind of mission?
Yeah, PvE with a chance of PvP.
Big chance or little chance? Sort of a chance. PvE with sort of a chance of PvP and your target audience. Small or large multi-crew? I'm going medium on everything here. Medium multi-crew, medium PvP. All right, go ahead and get your presentation materials and markers. And have you come here to send snap decisions?
Got markers? Oh, yeah.
Okay. PvE with a lot of PvP at the end. And what's your target audience?
Multi-crew.
Okay, small to medium to multi-crew. So a lot of people wanting the small to medium cruise ships, and a lot of people wanting multi-crew. Go ahead, get your presentation materials. And they'll be at the tables in the back if you want to kind of eavesdrop on them, but make sure that you give them enough space to do their work. And we're going to be filming it and presenting it along with the other things. And then after the trivia contest, we'll come back. They'll each do a 3-minute presentation, and then you'll be voting for the ones that you would really like to see in the game using the Slido app. Okay? So, I think the next thing up, shall we just go ahead and down front?
All right, yes. Thank you. So, obviously mission building is something that we all know and love, and know that there's issues to mission building. You know, you build one mission here, and then suddenly the character doesn't open up correctly, right? So that's just kind of how game dev works, and we love this alpha environment. I think that's why a lot of us have such a high tolerance for shenanigans and things go sideways, because as you build a mission, you just never know where it's actually going to take you sometimes, which is kind of cool. So it is that time, 1 o'clock. We will be having lunch now. I'm sorry, 12 o'clock. I'm on, I don't know what time zone. I've been in Hawaii and Taiwan and Toronto all this past week. Yeah, it's been crazy. But what we're going to be doing is be back here at 1. There will be a machinima called Noir that will be displayed at 12:39. All right, so if you want to eat in here and watch that, cool. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that as well. So let's try to just be timely, get out of here, get food, and here's it.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard the man. We're gonna be back in about, half of an hour. We're gonna get a little bit of chow. So make sure to come back to the stream, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Do the algorithm stuff, and we will see y'all back in about 30 minutes. See you here. And if you haven't yet, you should definitely head over if you're looking for an org. Look for Cerberus Galactic Services. You can find it on the Star Citizens organization page. You can even find us on Discord. I will update the link soon. Look for us.